countries behind. What is democracy? You have to be 10 times better than anyone else to get a fair shot. Most of all, what does it mean, as we've heard before, to be a black man who loves his country, even if it doesn't love him back in equal measure? They don't see you in the future of America, but they're wrong. Extremist forces aligned against the meaning and message of Morehouse. And they peddle a fiction, a caricature, what being a man is about. Tough talk, abusing power, bigotry.
Joe also met with anti-Israel protesters during a speech, many of whom turned their back on the president while he spoke, and a much larger demonstration happening outside the commencement ceremony, calling Biden genocide Joe. Very few supporters even cared that he was in Atlanta. Well, pretty friendly Democratic territory. Here with reaction, former GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. Your reaction to all of this, and I know I brought this up with Tim Scott this week. I think I'm the only one that does. He partnered with the former Klansman, his mentor and his friend, that filibustered the Civil Rights Act of '64, and he stood against school busing and integration of public schools in the '70s. Why he didn't want them to become racial jungles, Vivek.
Well, he did that because it was politically popular to say that back then, just as it's politically popular to engage in race baiting now with the far left. I should say this, though, Sean. Black Americans want the same thing as every other voter in this country, which is honesty. They don't want condescension. And I don't think it's good for anybody to feed these victimhood narratives down the throats of graduates from any college. And I think it's a shame that Biden showed up with this kind of race baiting, this kind of divisive politics, when in fact, he was a president who promised to unite this country. He has failed miserably. And I'll tell you, this weekend, I happened to be in Chicago. I met with a lot of black voters. Many of them are actually longtime Democrats. One of them told me he had only ever voted Democrat, but that are coming our way this year because they're sick and tired of the lies that have been force-fed. They want honesty, and I think Donald Trump is going to be the candidate who gives that to them.
Isn't it more apparent